The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Leonard Fournette. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit as they run. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down and 4. Garoppolo. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Lorenzo Carter.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Kill. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Giants 7, Buccaneers 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle,
1st down.
I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Giants.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Ryan Suckup.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And a yard at the Giants' 45-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To
Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point try now for Succo. And the lead is down to 4.
Kick is good. Makes the score Giants 24, Buccaneers 20. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, hey, check Mike 45.
He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10. At
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fournette. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 21. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This is Fournette. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He completes it right side to White. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Buccaneers 27, Giants 24.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
He was brought down.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Gain of 4. It's now second and
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
ball carry.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Third down.
They run with Wilkins. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward to pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And Ingram holds it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
For the extra point.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Lorenzo.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down at the
that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Leonard Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the run, it's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run this with a tight end. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
for the lead. Here's third and goal.
Here's Fournette, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now it's Ryan Suckup after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
31-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even. Into overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, it's Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A handoff to Fournette. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And a Buccaneer.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Go ahead.
Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked, it's behind the line of scrimmage, you fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
It's now 4th and goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop.